After weeks of debate, state lawmakers reached a deal to move forward with a shared revenue bill.
The bill would increase the amount of state funding heading to local governments. Lance Vieser explains what held it up and the compromise that lawmakers settled on.
So the biggest sticking point on this bill had to do with how to add a sales tax in Milwaukee. The Assembly bill passed last month would have required voters to pass a referendum to add that tax. Well, Governor Evers and Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu did not want a referendum to be required. They met with Assembly Speaker Robin Vos this week and came up with a compromise. Instead, the Milwaukee Common Council and County Board will be able to approve the sales tax with a 2/3 vote. That increases the likelihood the sales tax will be approved. The compromise also included a deal on school funding, both sides announcing over $1 billion in new resources for K-12 schools. The agreement would also increase state funding for voucher schools.
We will have transformational school choice expansions. We will have money for public schools. We will have more money for all of the local government services that we know are priorities. And on top of that, we have a large number of conservative wins with things that we have struggled to get across the finish line before.
Governor Evers praising the boost in educational funding, saying this compromise ensures we make a historic investment in this budget for K-12 schools and education. The shared revenue bill is holding up the budget writing process. That committee will now rush to beat the July 1st deadline to finish that new budget.